what you see here is my new crib. Moved to the Bronx now, you know what I'm saying? So I no longer live in Queens, New York anymore. So I'm back to being a Bronx nigga once and for all. But anyways, it's been a while since I made a video. I've been, busy with my life and whatnot, and things been caught up to me for a while. So anyways, folks, I want to talk about what's going on in today's society when it comes to relationships. So I actually was watching a live stream podcast. I can assume that it was, but one of my favorite channels, and a good guy by the name of Andrew 26101. Shout out to Andrew. He made a live stream talking about relationships as a joke and the whole concept of what's going on in relationship with two genders. It's not just a love thing, it's just the connection between both men and women. So I do want to state my opinion about it, and first and foremost, like I said, shout out to Andrew 26101. And I agree on everything he basically discussed about what's going on with the relationship between men and women. Now, we live in a day and age where both women and men are having problems seeing each other from different standpoints of their lives, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the problem between both men and women is that they vary their situations where, they compare the past into this person. Like, for example, if there's a man who wants to pursue a relationship with a woman that he likes, and a woman will backfire to him because of anything that he say or do will, provoke this woman to, do some real fucked up shit towards him, as far as ignoring him or, arguing or whatnot. But my whole thing is that, Andrew really had a spot on type of fact about why, women and men are fucking up on the dating scene. And I'm gonna talk about a woman's point of view, where I feel like when a woman has where she is looking, like, I'm not saying every woman is looking for love, but the ones who do are the ones who you're not looking in a realistic point of view of finding a mate, where all they care about is, themselves, as in who can provide for them, who can do this for them. It's all about me, 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 me. And that goes to showing them how self-centered they can be. So I feel like that's the issue with today's women. It's like all they want to do is be pampered and have someone to take care of them. And once they've set on sight onto a bad boy or a thug or a gangster or whatnot, they will automatically be drawn and be in love with this dude, and rather give them their whole everything, give them 100 besides the good guys, and it kind of contradicts the way they think and do when it comes to being with a man that they like. And one thing I also agree on what Andrew 26101 said about how women these days, or just people, are changing, and compared to the older generations, whether it's like your mom and dad's generation or grandma and grandpa's generation or whatnot, love was a lot different, and socializing with a man and woman was a lot different back in those days. I mean, of course we had whole shit going on back in those days and whatnot, but compared to what's going on in the 1990s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, and so on, things were a lot different, and we gotta look through our grandparents' point of view, or great-great-grandparents' point of view, that the relationships were a lot simpler. I can't say simple, but it was there back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But my whole standpoint, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, people in this day and age, all they care about is materialistic values as far as money, cars, clothes, homes. You know, they're so cooped up with, you know, being like, if you are statistic of having a baby mama drama, your priorities is more onto the kids. And if you're a guy, you'd rather have sex with multiple women and not, you know, want to deal with commitment. Because let's be real, us guys are afraid of commitment. And the reason why is because, you know, the government is accountable for more of the woman's point of view than the men's. As in, if a man goes to court and whatever the situation was, even if he was faithful or not faithful or anything that caused relationship heartaches and pain, the woman will automatically get everything. And it sucks because no matter what you do, or even if you're a homeowner or if you put your foot down and, you know, you represent yourself and you know, stand up for yourself, it's no show. And, you know, women will take everything between the money, the cars, the clothes. I mean, not the clothes, but the kids, everything, you know. And, you know, women are trying to not sign up that prenup. And, you know, that's the thing, that's the rule of the game. Everything, you got to make sure that everything is in your name. So that way, whenever things do get rocky, you will know that you keep everything. And you have a little set of pride in your heart, you know what I'm saying? And dignity in yourself. And my point of view is that, you know, my point of view is like, the reason why men and women are not connecting is because there's so much that the society is writing poison in our brains of thinking what we should look like, how should we act like, how should we think like. And not a lot of people will fit that description. And everybody want to compare what's really real, but in all actuality, nobody knows what's really real anymore. You know what I'm saying? They compare between a guy or a woman who works, clean, not only that, you know, a person who's honest about themselves and things of that sort and good-hearted by nature. They don't get to crown what's real. People idolize thugs, gangsters, drug dealers, and all that other bullshit as if they're the real people. You know what I'm saying? I get the fact that real niggas, as in streetwise, with more action, that's understandable. But compared to a person who isn't in the streets, who works at a 9-to-5 job, who pretty much get, you know, ideas of what they want in a relationship, they don't get any recommendation. So that's what's wrong with everybody in the generation. Everybody wants to be a fucking thug, a fucking gangster, a rapper, a ball player, or someone famous on the reality TV shows that no one don't really see the real reality of life, you know. And it's sad, and especially for women. Women are looking for these type of guys where they're not picking a guy who works as a janitor, someone who may not have the best job in the world, but at least they got something, or a guy who may not look like the Chris Browns, the Brad Pitts, or the Pretty Boys or whatnot. You know, they might go for a guy who's average Joe, who's fat, or whatever the case may be. And they're not choosing these guys unless they have money. And that's the most shallow thing that women can do, is just go for the money. And like I said, the relationships is really fucked up because women just think they can do whatever, they can run everything, and have these slogans and mottos talking about pussy runs everything, really pussy rolls the world and all that. On the contrary, pussy will never be where it can be financially stable. It doesn't save nobody's life. It doesn't do nothing but sexual pleasure. And people don't see that. So, you know, and lastly, I want to say is the communication is kind of hard to deal with. And one last thing, do I feel like I agree with Andrew, is that we are having problems connecting, as in engaging in conversation where, you know, sometimes women are really hard at doing with that, as in connecting a conversation, because they think they know it all. They think, you know, the ones who are like, there's a difference between the ones who are the know-it-all versus the ones who are just stuck on being ignorant. The ones who are stuck on ignorant, they think, you know, they think you talking intelligent is like a different language, and not to mention they look at you like you're a lame or a square or you're not cool or whatnot, and they're in all actuality they feel like they're jealous and they're intimidated because you have a brain, you can articulate, and you can, you know, talk proper English. While there's know-it-all, they think it's a competition, and even if you're not the most smartest person in the world, they throw so much shit at you, and they want to prove that they're smarter than you, and that's just being self-centered, you know. So, you know, women are capable of doing that. They say that women are really smart. That's true, but at the same time, there's so many dumb females in this world. So there's really, in all actuality, or a mix and a balance between dumb women and smart women. The same applies to men. No matter whatever statistics say, it's bullshit. Because if women were that smart, they would have known how to choose better men. They would have been better leaders. They would have been better providers as far as, you know, building buildings or inventing certain projects, whether it's like physical or anything like that. I know women can be capable, but the problem is women want to be like men and men want to be like women, and they want that whole type of benefits of having certain roles as a man or a woman, but we cannot escalate it. In the end, we need to stay in our own lanes of what's really a man and what's really a woman. People, and in all actuality, it's like people are going to think like people. Nobody's not going to know what's the true value of being a man and what's the true value of being a woman. Everybody can all be like people because we are part of the human race. So, you know, I just feel like that's just the main concept of what's going on in relationships. And I do believe it's a joke because we having problems connecting with each other. We are playing mind games and we're acting like fucking retards every fucking day. And we're so self-centered and we're very prideful and jealous and envious, and that, you know, everything is messing up. You know, it's not even about love anymore. It's about connecting with people. It's not about just friendship. It's just all about the presence of people, because we're drawn to so many negative energy, and people are eating that negative energy, and they become immune to the shit. So I feel like that's the whole issue that's going on in today's society, that people are so addicted to the drama that nobody doesn't want a positive light towards good people, you know, and it's sad. So, I mean, I'm glad that I had to take the time to record this video and, you know, share my opinion, and, you know, I hope you guys will agree on this, you know. But anyways, folks, it's been good. I'm glad that I'm on the YouTube world again. This is a different light towards my life now, because this is a new environment, no longer in my room that I was in. This is my living room. This is pretty much my crib. So, anyways, folks, thank you guys for watching this video. I love y'all, and I'm gonna continue on making as much videos as I possibly can. So, let me know what y'all think. Please leave a comment on the description box and voice your opinions. So anyways, folks, let me know what y'all think, alright? One love. Peace.